Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga chapter review. This is going to be on chapter 4 of Kingdom of Z, a manga that I've been reviewing for the past few days. This is a pretty good episode. It is smack in the middle of the first volume, and if you, as a reader of manga, have ever noticed the volume constructed. The middle chapters are usually build-up chapters. They give more information and they build up to the intense last chapter. So this was one of those, but it was still really good. Now, before I continue, a few things. One of you have not done so, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for 2,500 subscribers. Let's reach 3,000 before this year ends. Also, if you guys have not seen the first 3 chapters on this series, I have the reviews already out, so go check out chapter 1, 2, and 3 before you watch this one. Lastly, there is a spoiler alert because I will talk about it in some detail, so I don't want to ruin anything for you guys. You have been warned. Okay, so this chapter doesn't really start off at the end of chapter 3. It starts off days later, and if in fact they're in the judo club. The boy and the muscle girl, the girl that does all the heavy lifting and the heavy fighting, and they essentially are clearing the room out, and their goal is to retrieve this one zombie, and it's the big huge guy, and they take him down and they transport him back to the base where they keep all these zombies are keeping. Now, in all of this, there's a few comments that are mentioned. One, the girl mentions that the zombies still kind of use their judo attacks. It says, don't you think it's weird that they can still use their attacks in some way? And I don't know if that's completely true, or if it's just their natural instincts that they still kept some of their knowledge of survival skills. I don't know if that's what it is. The other thing is that they mention is that they kill all the girl zombies, and she says that the children are resilient and hard to train, something like that. So I don't know if she thinks that zombies can reproduce. I've never seen that actually. I don't think zombies can reproduce, but she apparently they're killing all the girl zombies, keeping only the strong boy zombies, and anyways, they're taming them. In all this, we also found out through the conversation is that their leader, she is the first one to wake up, the last one to go to sleep. She is at all times checking on people, checking on the building, checking on the zombies, testing and doing experiments on zombies, and specifically their eyes is what they mention, and that's really it. Okay, so then they show up, they start playing a card game that's very similar to our poker of here in the US, and they kind of speak more throughout the game, but essentially at the end of the game or throughout the game they say whoever wins, well, the losers will have to do whatever the winner says. The guy obviously wants to leave the building. He wants to fend for himself and not be under these 2 girls that he feels are taking advantage of him. But through the conversation, the girl, the leader, she expresses a few concerns. One is that she fears that there's groups already outside the school building, and that she sees signs. Now, there's no complete proof, but she says that she has seen signs of other groups already forming outside the school, and she says there's 3 different types of signs that I've seen. 1, it's a warning. 2, it's a welcome essentially, and then 3 is SOS, so they want help. And they show the pictures of all 3, and you can tell what she means by all 3. The ones that are warning them, they're saying, don't come close, there's a lot of zombies here. The other one, where they're being welcome, is people that are shady and probably want to take away the resources or take advantage of them. And the third one, SOS, is that, yeah, they're in danger, but the reason they're in danger is because there's a lot of zombies, or, you know, it's a trap. So anyways, she is very, very cautious, and she explains to him that they shouldn't form a big group because the bigger the group gets, it becomes more of a survival of the fittest, and obviously the weaker ones tend to die, and eventually it still ends up into a small group. So she says, we're not looking to grow in the group, we're just looking to survive. So she has decided that they are gonna leave the school building at one point pretty soon, but they don't know how, and they don't know how fast, and the threats that are out there from the other zombies, but also from the other different groups that are forming. So anyways, like I said, great episode, had a bunch of information, had a bunch of stuff of what how these characters are thinking and are wanting out of this, and I'm pretty excited for this one. I really feel like this one is the better version of High School of the Dead, if that makes any sense. High School of the Dead had a great premises and had a great survival skill, kind of, you know, all those nice fight scenes as well. But it was also very heavy on the ecchi and on the vulgar side, where this one, although there is maybe one or two things that I've seen that have been ecchi, this past chapter was not at all, and is not heavy on that. It's more heavy on the survival genre, on the horror genre. So I myself have been enjoying this one pretty much. So anyways, I'm gonna raise it to a 7.5. I think it deserves to at least be raised for now to 7.5. I'll see how the next chapter goes. Maybe I'll lower it or raise it even more. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not done so, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you become one of the people that get me to 3,000. Thank you so much for those who got me to 2,500. I am so happy about that. There is a giveaway happening right now on my channel. It is only for Patreon, so consider being a Patreon. Check out my page there, and you guys can see all the nice perks you guys can get. Thank you guys so much for your love and support, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.